What's going on, YouTube? What's up, Raider Nation? I'm Bubba the Raider, coming at you guys tonight. It is Sunday night, week 1, just went in the books, with the exception of one game, and we all know what game that is. That is tomorrow night in Las Vegas, when our Raiders face off against the Ravens. I'm just going to give you a couple quick thoughts, nothing crazy here. But I'm sitting here looking at the depth chart, what's on ESPN for the Ravens, and I'm thinking about, I've been thinking all day while I've been grading. I'm a teacher and planning and doing stuff. Thinking about what it's going to take to win this game. And I actually think that this is a winnable game. The Raiders have a tendency of breaking our hearts. And the Ravens, this is a tough team. This is a good team. We have a couple injuries. Sorry, my voice is all jacked up. Teaching the first week is always rough on your throat. And then I'm a big Ducks fan. And so beating Ohio State the other day, I lost my voice and I'm just now kind of recovering. Anyway, so the first thing, there's really two areas, and this isn't anything that you guys don't know. We have to dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides. And that goes without saying, that's football, right? But if we can have long, methodical, drives. Josh Jacobs, I know he's ill right now, but hopefully he can come in and just really control the clock, really control the line of scrimmage, and really play some power football. I think that that'll be the first big step, is long, methodical drives and forcing them to try and do the same, or to not be able to do the same, essentially. We want to limit flash plays, but I think controlling the line of scrimmage and really making sure we contain the edge. Obviously, Lamar Jackson is one of the best mobile quarterbacks in the league, one of the best mobile quarterbacks I've ever seen. So containing the edge is going to be big. Staying home, don't let him get outside. They've had a big string of injuries at the running back core, but really controlling that line of scrimmage and forcing him to beat us with deep shots, and he can do it, but they have a relatively new wide receiver core. They're returning Marquise Brown and Devin Duvernay, but they've got Sammy Watkins, and I know Rashad Bateman's hurt. They've got some rookies in there. Let them take shots. Let that be how they attack us, or how we force them to attack us, because I think we've got some good pieces in our secondary that can kind of eliminate that. But long, methodical drives, and then not really allowing them to dominate us with their offensive line. The most important piece or pieces to a win tomorrow, without question in my mind, is our linebacking core, and I'm going to put Jonathan Abram in that group as well, even though I know he's a strong safety. We have to have a spy on Lamar all the time. We have to have one of those guys, Corey Littleton, whoever, spying him and really trying to eliminate big rushing plays with Lamar Jackson, especially scrambling, and rolling out. We need to find a way to eliminate those, to neutralize that threat. The other reason our linebacking core is going to be so pivotal is because besides Lamar Jackson, the one person that I worry about is Mark Andrews. Their tight end is a stud, and we need to have someone try and completely eliminate him out of this game. And that's always easier said than done. So our linebackers, our safety and Abram are going to be so crucial in that role. That, again, comes down to dominating the line of scrimmage and our linebacker play. If those two things happen, we win. I promise we win. Every time we win. You know, I'm a huge Carr supporter. I love him, and I feel confident whenever we're in a shootout, be it with Pat Mahomes, be it whoever. Whenever we're in a shootout, I love that Derek Carr is there because he has ice in his veins, and a lot of Raider fans don't think so, but I don't know how you could not. I don't know how you could not think that he's going to do what it takes in a shootout, because that's what he does. He's done it repeatedly. He's broke records for doing it. And so I feel confident when he does that, but I don't feel confident in our defense's ability to be clutch in the end of football games, because they've shown us the opposite. They've cost us games, and I know that this is a new defense. I don't want to get in a shootout with Lamar Jackson tomorrow. I want to dominate. I want to dominate both sides of the line of scrimmage, and I want our linebackers to dominate. I want Darren Waller to eat. I want Josh Jacobs to eat. I want Henry Ruggs to eat, and Bryan Edwards to eat. But ultimately, I want to neutralize Lamar, and I want to neutralize Mark Andrews and take home and win. It'd be huge. I know none of that was shocking, groundbreaking, but I really think that this needs to be just a solid, fundamentally sound, and consistent football game from us. We don't need to get crazy. We don't need to get flashy. We don't need to go nuts. We need to stop them, and we need to score points. We can do it. I mean, I'm looking at these injuries. You know, they have Derek Wolfe who's out. Jimmy Smith is questionable. You know, they just lost Marcus Peters and Iman Marshall are on IR. They've lost every freaking running back. So let them, you know, Tyson Williams, Latavius Murray, J.K. Dobbins is on IR. They have Mark Andrews, but they don't have a ton at tight end. You know, they've got this left guard, Tyree Phillips. I don't know much about him. They drafted Ben Cleveland, but he's out. Where's it, Ben Powers? I think that this could be a game that we could win. I think we can. Our defensive line should be able to handle these guys up front. Bradley Bozeman. I mean, Zeitler's really good. Villanueva is older, but he's been good. Ronnie Stanley's one of the best left tackles in the league, but I think we can do it. We need to. We need to do it, and I think that we're getting a little blessed with some. Not that an injury is a blessing, but I think that they're going to have to get creative because of the situation they're in, and that's an advantage for us. We got to do what we do, and we've got to dominate the line of scrimmage. So anyway, my throat is killing me. My voice is all jacked up. Let me know what you think. We gotta. I think it's so important. Week one, getting a win. Week one is always an outlier, but getting a win week one is always like. It's just such a killer thing for us statistically over the past 20 whatever years. If you look, every successful season has started with a week one win, or just about what you would consider successful. And we went on a stretch there, having only won between like 2003 and 2016. We only won one week one game in that span. And that was a year with Tom Cable when we went 8-8, and it was like the most successful year. Then we won again week one in 2016, and you saw what happened. So week one wins are huge. Last year, it seemed disappointing at the end, but the last year was a pretty successful year, all things considered, minus the blowing it at the end, and that started with a week one win. I just think it's crucial. We got to get this win. This is one of the tougher teams. All right. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, like this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And as always, just win, baby.